Money, quite simply.
Even if this motive seems incongruous, we're in no position to deny or affirm it until we know whether a market for human organs exists.
Black magic?
Watson, this line of investigation is far too vague. We don't have a single clue in support of such a motive. We can eliminate this hypothesis.
Holmes, what if it was cannibalism?
Even if the idea is unbearable, we can't ignore it as a possibility. Elementary. What emerges from these possible motives for having removed the uterus from the second victim is that they implied that the killer could have carried out the same thing on the Bucks Row victim, yet didn't. This brings us to a terrible conclusion. Our killer has evolved in the space of only a few days, and if that's the case, had he already struck before the first murder to which we attribute him? And if the killer strikes again, what atrocity awaits his next victim?
We have to stop him, Holmes.
We shall do our best. This recent business of jar filled with formalin and of the American doctor might be a lead. Watson, inquire among medical circles to ascertain if there is a black market for human organs. The chances are slim, but this must be pursued.
Very well. What about you, Holmes?
I will send word to Inspector Aberline regarding our recent conclusions. I should also like to become a gas man and pay a visit to Pluto at the Wasp's Nest.
Understood, Holmes. I think one of my old university colleagues who works at the London hospital will be able to help me. I shall write him a note at once. He should be able to see me during the day. Afterwards, shall we meet here?
Yes, Watson. See you later, and good luck.
I must get to the London hospital, where my old university colleague works. To the London hospital, quick.
Quick travel. Gotta love it.
When you actually go to the right place.
Oh, hey.
My colleague agreed to meet me here in one of the London hospital rooms reserved for students.
We're zipping through, though. Again, we've done all of this. This entirety of these 2 hours is all going to be stuff that
you're there already. Punctual as always. Tell me, you don't seem to be in good shape. Is it possible that your recent marriage is making you this morose?
Ah, you know me well, Andrew. No, it's a strange and terrible affair that concerns me. Have you read my note?
Yes, I admit that I was surprised. It just so happens that I, too, was asking questions about our morgue.
What do you think? Have you heard of any organ trafficking within?
No, John. No doubt there exists some exchange between colleagues. Not quite legal, of course, but nothing that can qualify as trafficking. Since the Anatomy Act of 1832, which permitted the use of unclaimed corpses for science, the black market trade was definitely halted. There are sufficient subjects available for all practitioners and students. This I can confirm.
Well, organ trafficking as a lucrative trade is out of the question. Then what is troubling you with the morgue?
You are talking about trafficking organs, but I suspect there is trade in whole bodies.
What do you mean to say? Whole bodies are disappearing?
Well, it's confidential, but I know of your discretion and your friendship with the famous Sherlock Holmes. I can tell you that a few corpses have recently disappeared from the hospital morgue. Cadavers that were intended for dissection. That is to say, not claimed. Poor, unknown people. If a single corpse had disappeared, it might have been a bad joke. There are many students who pass through here. It's even a meeting spot. For the majority, they are here to work. A few come here in secret to practice. It also happens that instruments or organs go missing. Nothing alarming, but so many corpses. It's very troubling.
But the hospital doctors aren't doing anything?
No. That is to say, they would prefer not to call the police at this point. An investigation would no doubt result in the suspension of authorizations for the use of unclaimed corpses. Do you think that you could intercede on our behalf with Sherlock Holmes to clear up this situation?
which corpses are missing.
Ah, I don't know exactly, but I can make an exact list if you would like to wait here for a few minutes. Feel free to look around the room while you wait. It'll bring back memories.
Thank you, Andrew.
Whatever.
An encyclopedia of anatomy. The page on the human heart is dog-eared. Let's see.
We'll need that for later, obviously. Don't do it. Look up. Not up, up. Just look straight. There you go. Nothing over there. Try the other side.
Well, I'm supposed to pick up a...
It's not over there. It's on the other side of that shelf.
These wheeled trolleys are very handy for laying out surgical instruments. This rag is full of grease. It certainly wasn't used for a dissection. Was someone doing some mechanical work here?
Look down.
This wheel won't roll despite all of the added grease. Curious, as Holmes would say.
I can't do anything inside of that.
Look up. It's right there. Or no, it's not in there. Turn around. Right there. There.
This surgical instrument resembles a screwdriver. How amusing. It might come in handy. I will return it later. A message. I'll be... Why the devil was it hidden here? An old prescription. Poor child, so young, yet terminally ill. Strange, someone scrawled something. Part of it is in Latin. These are instructions, it would seem.
No. Look at that. Board.
The last lesson must have been about the human heart. And for a class of beginners, I expect, as this diagram is rather rudimentary.
Now, the jar.
There is a heart in this jar. Based on its coloring, it hasn't been there long. And it looks like the drawing on the board. This jar contains 2 lids with combination locks.
Press A.
I am missing some information. I am missing some
Sorry.
information.
There you go. Right there. Number 10. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't know
Yeah.
the Roman numerals. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was right. The shrink. That's the, yeah. 3. Oh wait. I have to do this first. Really?
You don't know Roman numerals. What are you trying to do? This one?
Yeah, it's
Then a
one.
cava? That's 1. So then this one is
10. No. You told me it was 10. That's not it.
exactly. I didn't know which one you were trying to do first.
It's 5.
Yeah, that one's 5.
Look, there was a bit of paper stuck between the two lids. Incredible. Someone has hidden a magnet in this heart. But to what end? Incredible. There is a magnet with a hook behind this pane of glass. I am in need of something.
Don't mess up. Why'd you stop?
I felt like I was too close to that.
Stop and messed yourself up.
I did. Oh, it keeps drifting.
That's you, not the controller. See? Okay, let's say you keep doing that, you're gonna mess yourself up again. Come on.
There, all done. Holmes couldn't have done better himself.
Thanks.
A hole. I could make out something inside, but how to get it out? I will need a hook. I found it. A coded message. I do believe I will need Holmes.
Here is the list, John. The missing corpses are those of a woman, 40 years old, beginning of August, another 55 years old 2 weeks ago, and recently a young woman. These corpses had nothing in common except that they didn't have any apparent lesions.
All of this is very troubling.
That was the last part
Well,
that you played.
I think that I have all of the information
We're at an
possible.
hour and 13.
And I promise that I will do what I can to clear up this business. I must leave you, my friend,
Obviously
and
a lot
In the
faster.
name of our friendship, please don't cause us there.
to be sure. Thanks again, Andrew.
It is I who must thank you, John. Don't forget to keep me up to date and say hello to your charming wife for me.
Count on me, Andrew.
For what? Okay. Well, it's nowhere near.
I must go to the wasp's nest to find this rogue that Watson dubbed Bluto. He may be able to provide information on Dr. Tumblety. This lead, although tenuous, is well worth following. I must return to Whitechapel, but it would be better if I did so incognito.
Damn door.
This should do the trick.
I'm trying to think of all the things I need to do in subsequent order before I start. Well, the faster I get this done, the better it'll be.
Yep.
Let's go to the
We're
wasp's
already
nest.
there, stupid.
there's something here. Old Holmes. There's something here. I need something. There's something here. I see a jewel. It's fallen between the floorboards.
Muy importante. Oops. Oh shit, I wound up moving everything back. Does it on its own. Thank you. There we go.
A Hebrew inscription. Going by the length of the chain, it must belong to a child. Hello there. You looking for a gas man?
Hey, I at least know